Coming up on LUTV News, last week a truck hit 2 cars and fled from the scene outside of Irwin Hall. We have the latest on the incident.
Plus, St. Charles residents' commute will be affected soon. Find out what meeting you can attend to learn the latest on the final phase.
And find out what local food pantry is doing more to help those in need in St. Charles County.
Those stories plus sports, weather, and more ahead on LUTV News.
Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Emily Beck.
And I'm Killian Walsh.
Wednesday marks the first official day of spring.
But it didn't exactly feel like it. LUTV's Steve Cornfield joins us with a look at our forecast.
Emily, Killian, it was a cold one out there Wednesday, no doubt about that. So cold, in fact, that I even noticed a few snow flurries on the way over to LUTV. Wednesday's high topped out at 37 degrees, but it felt like the low 20s. Cloudy skies mixed with wind gusts in a chilly combination. While the precipitation I mentioned didn't last long, from the looks of what's to come, we may see more soon. I'll have a look at the 5-day forecast later on in the newscast.
Lindenwood University is closer to solving the mystery of the white truck. The driver of a Ford F-150 truck that hit 2 cars on March 11th has been found. Just after midnight on the 11th, the driver popped a curb and hit 2 stationary vehicles, pushing them up onto the curb. Both cars' rear ends were damaged extensively. The driver's name has not been released. Police found the driver late last week. As of this newscast, the driver has not been charged with anything. We spoke with one of the students whose vehicles was hit by the driver.
Missouri Department of Transportation began a program this week to help improve streets. The goal is to temporarily patch the potholes on the roadways that the agency covers. MoDOT is asking for the public's assistance to make the program a success. St. Louis District Engineer Ed Hassinger urges the public to report troubled spots. Drivers can report potholes by calling 1-888-ASK-MoDOT. They can also submit concerns through the MoDOT website, Facebook, or Twitter pages.
The third phase of Route 364 construction is about to begin. This final phase will include finishing Route 364 and the Page Avenue extension. An open house is scheduled at the St. Charles Community College Rotunda from 4 to 7 p.m. next Tuesday. There will be no presentations made, but the public is welcome to view the displays and talk with engineers. For more information on the project and the meeting, visit modot.org/Route 364.
The St. Peter's Police Department is looking for a Hispanic male accused of sexually assaulting a woman. The suspect was at Mr. Lucky's restaurant on March 16th, but was removed just after 10 p.m. for lewd behavior. Police say he then approached a female victim in the parking lot and sexually assaulted her. The suspect is described as approximately 40 years old, 5'6", 190 pounds with dark hair. Anyone with information should contact Detective Adkins at 636-278-2244, extension 3592.
President Barack Obama arrived in Israel early this morning. It is Obama's first visit to Israel since being elected over 4 years ago. Obama made it clear that the U.S. supports Israel, calling Israel America's strongest ally and greatest friend. Obama also said peace in the region won't be achieved at Israel's expense. The president also plans to make trips to Palestinian Authority and Jordan. Obama is visiting the region while concerns are rising over the use of chemical weapons in Syria.
Governor Nixon is commemorating Missouri troops in South Korea. The ceremony will honor more than 900 troops who died there. The troops took part in the war, which ended with the ceasefire in July of 1953. Current Missouri troops stationed in South Korea will get to meet with the governor. The ceremony was held Wednesday evening, Missouri time, in Seoul, the capital of South Korea. Governor Nixon is in Asia for a week-long trip negotiating trade agreements.
Governor Jay Nixon nominates Wentzville Accountant as new member of the Board of Accountancy on Wednesday. James Minert of Wentzville will head to Missouri State Board of Accountancy. The board examines, certifies, and regulates public accountants and firms of public accountants in the state of Missouri. Minert is a certified public accountant and audit partner of the St. Louis office of KPMG LLP. His term runs until 2016.
Governor Nixon closes deal to sell Missouri goods to Taiwan. He announced Wednesday a 4-year agreement to sell $700 million of goods to Taiwan was finalized between Missouri and trade organizations in Taiwan. Nixon says this will create more jobs for Missourians. He hopes for additional agreements with the Republic of Korea.
Governor Jay Nixon issued a statement Wednesday following the death of a Missouri Department of Corrections official. The former director of adult institutions, Tom Clements, was fatally shot Tuesday night. Clements was serving as the Colorado Department of Corrections at the time of his death. Clements has been with the Missouri Department of Corrections for 30 years.
The Ku Klux Klan won another battle in Missouri this past week. For the second time since October, the Ku Klux Klan won a court battle over leafleting in a Missouri town. The city of Deloge has agreed to stop enforcing an ordinance prohibiting leaflets on streets and sidewalks. The ruling allows anyone to distribute leaflets in Deloge. It's located 60 miles southwest of St. Louis.
Coming up next, Lindenwood University is joining forces with one local community college.
Find out what the Lions and Cougars have agreed upon after the break.
Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, Throw-a-ball Thursday, water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday, let's move Monday, swap the snacks Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Lindenwood University and St. Charles Community College are planning an important announcement. Representatives from Lindenwood University and St. Charles Community College will meet Thursday to sign a collaborative agreement. The representatives include Lindenwood President James Evans and St. Charles Community President Ron Chesbrough. Also in attendance will be St. Charles County Executive Steve Ellman and President and CEO of the St. Charles County Economic Development Center, Greg Prestman. Even though we don't see them, a lot of people in the St. Louis area are in need, and one local food pantry is there to help.
LUTV's Julieta Rotzinger joins us in the studio to tell us more about this program.
Sunshok and Can Center program is dedicated to serving more than 100 people in need each week with the help of 40 volunteers. Low-income families from all over St. Louis come to the center in order to get all kinds of food. Sunshok and Care Service, located in St. Charles, is a nonprofit organization which has been serving and helping for more than 30 years. One of their main programs is the food pantry.
This program is approximately 30 years old to this community. It's been a while, maybe a little bit longer. It started out in a basement and people were driving their cars and pickups to go to the local grocery stores and get their leftovers. And now it's a pretty routine grocery store almost operation. It's very large, it's very fast. We keep everything moving with approximately 40 volunteers on a weekly basis.
Each week, food is distributed to low-income families and individuals whose income is below 50% of the median income level from the area.
We develop the bags according to the size of the families. If it's a two-family, they get one bag, and so on and so forth. And when we get to 5 families, they usually get 2 bags of groceries. And then we have really large families. Sometimes we have 9. I believe we have one family that has 12 members in it, and they get quite a few, usually 2 carts of food.
I'm standing right here in the warehouse where they keep some of the food. And as you can see behind me, I have a lot of cans, and also here they are, some of the bags that are already served for the people who apply to the food pantry.
We have fresh produce, we have bread, rolls, and dairy products. We have eggs and milk when we do receive it from the stores. We make bags of food that We put in cans, soup cans, vegetable canned foods, dried goods like cookies and cereal, rice and pasta.
The food pantry collects food from different companies and people from the St. Louis area, leading to serve more than 100 people each week.
The food pantry weekly serves about 125 people on a regular basis. We collect products from 3 major shopping centers, the grocery chains, and we collect products from other additional resources that we have.
The food pantry also collects food from donors, private donors, churches, and stores like Schnucks, Shop and Save, and Aldi's. If you want to volunteer, make donations, or help in any way perform, you can contact them at 636-441-1302, extension 225, or email them at mnaumann@hacares.org. For Lutv News, I'm Julieta Ratzinger.
Lindenwood University's School of Human Services continues its nonprofit professional development series next month. Associate Professor of the Department Patrick Walker will host the seminar. Walker is a lawyer and professor with over 15 years of experience in educational and organizational leadership. The speech is scheduled for 3:30 p.m. and should last until 5 p.m. on April 10th. It will take place in the Memorial Arts Building on the St. Charles campus.
Local students are set to be recognized for their achievements in communications. The Lindenwood University School of Communications will host their 8th annual Lindy Awards on Thursday. The Lindy Awards showcase the works of students in over 40 different categories. The awards will be 7 p.m. on Thursday in the Black Box Theater in the J. Scheidegger Center at Lindenwood. Lindenwood student and co-producer of the Lindy's, Kaylee Harrower, explains why the awards are important.
It really showcases the work from the students here at the school. It gives them a chance to have their work looked at by professionals in the specific fields, because it's them that judge the different pieces. And it's an award show night and a good chance for people to get their work seen.
Be sure to tune in to LUTV News on Friday for more coverage on the Lindy Awards.
First day of spring was met with winter-like temperatures. Find out if Wednesday's bitter cold will stick with us for the rest of the week when we return.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darks there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
The first day of spring saw Wednesday's blustery winds mixed with lower than average temperatures. However, don't expect it to warm up too soon. As you can see from the weather map, there isn't really any precipitation in Missouri right now, or really for the most part in the Midwest. However, it's not going to stay like that for long. To find out what's in store for us for the rest of the week, let's now take a look at the 5-day forecast. The rest of Wednesday will be partly cloudy, highs reaching the upper 30s, lows in the low 20s. Thursday will also be partly cloudy, slightly warmer, 39 degrees. Friday, quite a bit warmer, but still cold, 47 degrees, partly cloudy. Saturday will be cloudy, fully cloudy, that is. And Sunday, look at that, snow. Now, we don't know how much snow we can expect, but the chance of precipitation for Sunday is 70%, high of 38, low of 28. That's all I have for weather. What's going on in sports, Lauren?
Up next in sports, along comes spring. That means baseball season is here. I'll tell you what improvements Lindenwood is making to their baseball turf this season.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now.
No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time.
Planting seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic.
To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall, and make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Tuesday, the men's volleyball team played 5 sets against Missouri Baptist University, where the Lions lost 3 sets and only won 2 against the Spartans. However, the volleyball team was successful at the Quincy tournament, winning 2 matches and only losing 1. The men's team now stands with a record of 16-8. It's been 8 years since the baseball field was built here at Lindenwood University. This season has been a struggle after 8 seasons of wear and tear on the field. The LU baseball team will have a different game atmosphere next year. LUTV's Alex Ferrario has more on the story.
Since the Lubrock Sports Complex was built in 2005, the Lindenwood baseball team has played on a traditional grass and dirt field. This season, the condition of the field has posed problems for coaches and athletes. With the muddy infield and hole-filled outfield, Lindenwood baseball manager Doug Bletcher has concerns about the team's opponents' willingness to travel.
They don't have the confidence to do that and take a chance when you have, let's say, 40% chance of rain or something. They're nervous about coming down.
All that is about to change. Earlier this month, the Lindenwood baseball team learned that they were getting all turf on their field. Coach Bletcher hopes with the new turf will change the team's mentality on the field.
Anytime you can remove bad hops from the equation, that's a big help.
Even the players are excited for a change. Outfielder and sophomore Wade Rothermick says the team will have to take a different look at how they play.
It'll affect outfielders, like the routes we take to certain balls. You just have to be more precise in your routes and just make sure you make the correct route.
With the turf on the field, Rothermick feels the team will be more at ease on their new surface.
Once you get used to it, it's very smooth surface. I feel like it's very easy to play on once you become accustomed to it.
The construction for the field will begin in May. Bletcher says once it's finished, Lindenwood baseball's team atmosphere will be much different.
After that, and you're going to see the happiest team in America. I know you're going to see the happiest coach in America.
For LUTV News, I'm Alex Ferrario.
Construction is said to begin on May 1st and will take up to 8 weeks to be completed. The team will begin playing on the new field for the 2013-14 season. The Lady Lions are having a rough season with softball this spring. Lindenwood won Game 1 3-0 over Lincoln University of Missouri on Tuesday, but lost the second game 0-8. The softball team is nearly halfway done with their season and now have a record of 9-11. And the St. Louis Blues played a neck-and-neck game against Vancouver Tuesday night. Neither team scored in the first period, but during the second, Vancouver scored 3 shots on goalie Jake Allen. The Blues weren't discouraged and came back to score twice in the third period. Even though the Blues lost Tuesday night's game, they now have a 16-11 record and are 4th within the Western Conference.
That's it for this edition of LUTV News. I'm Emily Beck.
And I'm Killian Walsh. Thank you for joining us.